guys, it's your girl Vibes Missy, and I'm here to do my power review. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. First up is Miss Holly, right? And I don't know how many times have I said to you guys that Holly is to Tommy as Angela is to Jamie, right? And we see Holly is recuperating, and she basically wants to go out, but Tommy is trying to have her stay at home, right? And so he goes out, and we see Julio coming over to basically see Tommy, and Holly comes out naked. Like, I don't know what kind of girl is this. She comes out almost naked with no underwear on or anything. Like, well, underwear, but only her underwear and a t-shirt out, right? And she invites Julio in for a drink, right? Tommy comes back and he sees that there are two glasses that was on the kitchen counter. So he's like, who was here? And she's like, nobody was here. And he's like, so why are two glasses here? And then she's like, well, Julio was here. And Tommy was really angry. He was like, Julio was here in my house with my girl. And so he goes to see Julio, to attack Julio, right? And Ghost kind of figures out that Holly being around is a liability for Tommy because Tommy can't concentrate when Holly's around. And I think Ghost is such a hypocrite for this because seriously, like you can see that Holly is a liability for Tommy, right? But you can't see that Angela is a liability for you. When Tommy was trying to get you to stay far from Angela, you wouldn't listen. But now you're all up in Tommy's life and you're all up trying to control him by trying to get rid of Holly. Really, Ghost? You're such a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite and you're very selfish. Mr. Selfish Ghost says that Holly is a liability, right? So he goes to see Holly. And he basically goes with a proposal like, I'm going to pay you off so you'll leave Tommy alone because you being around is a liability and you're just messing up my boy's head and whatnot, right? So I'm going to pay you and you'll leave him alone, right? But Holly, she's smart. So she's like, well, if you pay me and you give me a bus ticket to get out of here, what's going to happen is that Tommy's going to come looking for me, which is really true. Because there's no way Tommy's just going to let her go, right? Because he's in love with her. In the same way that Jamie, Ghost, doesn't want to let go of Angela. Like, really, Ghost, do you think that Tommy's going to let Holly go just like that? You can't let go of Angela. So why do you think that Tommy is going to let go of Holly just like that? It's ridiculous. Anywho, so he tries to pay her off and she starts to question, like, if you let me go, what's going to happen? He's going to come and look for me. So Ghost is like, okay, I'm going to just give you time to break up with him. And as soon as you break up with him, you'll have access to the money and I'll change the ticket date so you'll get to leave, right? And yeah, that's basically it, right? So he leaves and he basically tells her that if she says anything to Tommy, he's going to deny it. And Tommy's not going to believe her over him. So she basically gives that up. Anyhow, so she's walking on the street and we see her being approached by Greg. He's like, oh, FBI, you know, Holly, we need to have a talk. And she's like, no, I don't need to talk to you. And he's like, well, the people from Ohio or wherever she was from, because we know that she already has it. So we already know the reason why Holly's being picked up, right? Holly's being picked up because Angela is back on the case, right? And Greg was basically in front of Tommy's apartment and he was taking out the apartment and stuff. And because Angela has a history with Tommy and Jamie, aka Ghost, she already knows about their habits and stuff, right? So there was this girl that was coming out of the building and Greg was on the phone while he was talking to Angela. So she was like, you know, what do you see? And he was like, oh, I see some trashy girl coming outside of the building. And she's like, oh, I bet that's Tommy's girl. And she said to him, describe her to me. And then he started to describe her and stuff. And then she was like, oh, is she a redhead? And he was like, yeah, she's a redhead, right? And she was like, oh yes, that's Tommy's girl. Just take a picture of her and send the picture to me and I'll get to work. So she basically knows Tommy's habits. She knows what he likes and what he doesn't like. And which is the problem with the problem that's going to develop for this downfall between these two, like Ghost and Tommy. Like Angela, she knows them, right? She knows what they're all about. She's been friends with them. She's been good friends with them. So she knows them. So right away, she has the upper hand. And honestly, if Ghost doesn't get like a grip of the situation, it's gonna be really, really, really bad. Next up is Angela. And we see Angela finally beginning to question, what is the relationship between Ghost and Tasha? Like, why can't he just leave her alone, right? We also see her like snooping around until she finally gets back her case, right? And Greg is so into helping Angela that I kind of have to question, like, why is he so helpful? Like, why is he being so kind to her? Like, this girl, he used to screw her, and all of a sudden she just dropped him like hot bread. Like, why are you still messing with this girl? I can't get it. Like, I don't understand, why is he like going over and beyond for her even though she dumped him? But I predict that Greg is going to destroy Angela. This is my prediction. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I think he's gonna destroy her, right? So Angela gets back the case, but not without scrutiny from the guys. So chauvinistic. But yeah, not without scrutiny from the guys. And they're in the boardroom and she's showing how everything happens, right? And like, you know, one of the guys start showing pictures of the guys who are involved with Tommy, aka Ghost, in their minds, right? And one of the pictures that came out was a picture of Jamie. And the look on Angela's face was like, oh my gosh, Jamie's gonna get involved in this. I personally think that one of the reasons why Ghost is holding on to Angela so much is because of the fact that he believes that because Angela is smart, and I said this before, because Angela is smart, he believes that Angela will be able to save him, right? She will be able to get him out of all this mess. So I think that is one of the reasons why Jamie is holding on to her so strong. And he knows that she's an FBI agent, but he hasn't said anything to Tommy, which kind of has me like suspecting Ghost a little bit. Like, Ghost, why are you keeping all these secrets? Like, you're not even saying anything to anybody. I don't get it. Like, what's going on, Ghost? Like, what are you up to? But I guess we will see. And if you guys have any predictions, please tell me, what do you guys think is gonna happen? Another thing about Angela is the same thing that attracted Jamie to Angela is the same thing that's gonna be his downfall with Angela. The difference, this distinct difference between Angela and Tasha is that Angela is a career girl. Tasha is more of a ride or die girl. Like, I back up my man, I got my man's back, and me and my man, we're partners and stuff like that, right? And this is the same thing, which is gonna be the downfall for Jamie with Angela, right? Jamie thinks that Angela will have his back and she will support him. What he fails to realize, or maybe I am misinterpreting what's going on, but what he fails to realize is that Angela is career driven. Angela is really in love with her career, and she will not risk her career for Jamie. Like, when she said to him, Tommy is a drug dealer, I'm trying to take down a drug dealer. The moment Holly starts spilling what's going on, if Holly spills, right? And the moment that Angela finds out that Jamie is Ghost and he is also in the drug game, that's gonna be it. Ghost, your ass is gonna be grass, because Angela will be done with you. She's not gonna sell out her career for Ghost. She's not gonna do it for love, Jamie. And this is what you fail to realize. You should have listened to Tommy when he said to you, Tasha is the girl, and Tasha has been there from the beginning, and Tasha will look out for you, and Tasha has your back. All right, so now we're on to Ghost and Tasha, right? So we see money is getting low because, you know, there is no way to launder the money through the club anymore, because Ghost has no control over the club, so he's not able to like control how the money gets to the bank and stuff like that, right? Ghost is determined to get back the club, and as such he's willing to work as, you know, the man under Kentos, which is the man below the owner. What's his name? Mr. Andrews. I don't remember his name. Mr. Andrews. I call him Mr. Andrews from Titanic, right? So he's the guy that's working below Mr. Andrews, right? And Ghost is working below Kentos. Kentos has been promised the club as long as Ghost is kept from not getting back the club, right? So, or not being successful in the club. So Kentos is promised the club, right? So Kentos is not trying to even support Ghost in any way, but Ghost doesn't know this. And another thing is, Ghost is like, he's in this subliminal state of mind, like he doesn't even see what's going on here. Like, I don't know, like, sometimes I wonder what's going on with Ghost, like, because he doesn't even, like, see what's going on. Like, dude, why not just leave that club and try open another club? Like, you have all this money, you're not able to launder the money. Why not just pretend as if you got a loan from a friend or something and go open another club? Like, seriously, open another club. Leave that club alone and open another one. But he's trying to gain back control of this club. You and I know that he's not going to get back control of this club, or will he? I don't know what's going to happen. We will just have to see what's going to happen. Anyways, Tasha is having a talk with her friend Keisha, right? And her friend Keisha is like, oh, I went out with Sean. And oh my God, guys, that boy Sean, that piece of dark chocolate right there, he is delicious. He is just delicious, right? But anyways, I am digressing. But anyways, let's get back to this. So yeah, Tasha is having a conversation with her friend Keisha, right? And Keisha is like, I hope you're making the right decision by messing around with Ghost again, and you're also back into Ghost, and Ghost is also the king of the manor again, and he's also perfect again. Right? And I hope you're making the right decision, because that boy Sean is really, really, really loyal to you, right? We already know that Sean is super in love with her, right? And so Tasha kind of takes Keisha's simple advice, because she calls Keisha the simple girl. According to her mom, Keisha is simple. We already know that from the first season, right? So she takes the simple girl's advice and she goes home and she goes into detective mode. And listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, I am not into this thing that come on TV where they just make out married women to be some detectives. Like, we've seen this happen on so many TV shows. Like, seriously, like, we women have been portrayed to be like these super FBI agents. Like, we do our investigations. We be searching the phones. We be searching through pockets. We be going through the closets and stuff. Oh my gosh, we're such detectives. But we have to use our women intuition. And Tasha uses her women intuition, and she finds out that Ghost went to Miami with Angela. And what she does was just epic. Like, she didn't go into the get a girl mode, or into the girl around from the way mode. What she did was epic. And what she did was basically just locked him out of the condo. Like, he couldn't go back into the condo, right? So she basically just closed him out of the condo, and he wasn't able to go back in, right? He calls his son. He's trying to call her. He's not able to get in, and he tries to make a scene at the front desk, but he's not able to get back in, right? And I thought the way Tasha handled that was just ladylike and was really epic. Kudos to you, Tasha. That was a good one. So Ghost finally catches up with Tasha by going to her son's school, right? And what he does is basically goes to the locker room, closes the door, and tries to have a conversation with Tasha. Like, Tasha, why are you doing this? You're my partner. And Ghost is such a hypocrite again. I can't even begin to tell you how selfish this man is. He is so selfish. Ghost, I'm so mad at you. Like, he is so selfish. Like, Tasha is his partner, right? She knows everything. She's with him. She's been with him through thick and thin. But yes, motherfucker, you fell in love with another girl from high school. Like, seriously, you cheated on your wife, and you have continued to cheat on your wife with this girl from high school, right? And he was like expressing to Tasha that, oh, Kanan is out for me, and I think he's out for revenge. Tasha, he's out for us. Tasha, you're my partner. And like, I was just rooting for Tasha. He was just saying, what am I gonna do? I need to handle this. I need I need you. And I was just rooting for Tasha. I was like, bitch, if you don't say that shit to him, I'm gonna be so mad. I was just rooting for Tasha to say, why don't you just go and look for your bitch Angela? Like, seriously, I was just rooting for her. I was like, Tasha, please say it. Like, through that scene, through that conversation between both of them, I was just rooting for her to say, I'm not your bitch anymore. Go and look for Angela and have Angela defend you. Have Angela be your partner. Like, I was rooting for her to say it, but she didn't say it. And I think because even though she's doing all of this, she still loves Ghost and she wants him. She's not going to let him go. And I think one of the reasons that she didn't say it was because of that fact. Like, she doesn't want to be the girl that drives her man into the arms of another woman. So I think that is one of the reasons why she didn't say it. But gosh, I was rooting for Tasha to say it. Masters, that is all for today. It's your girl Vibes Missy checking out. Did you watch the show? How was it? Please feel free to comment down below. Thank you guys so so very much for watching, and I love you, Vibes Masters. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much. Goodbye.